My name is Rod, and I like to party. All right, Dave, you're up.
Hi, my name is Dave, and I like to party.
You know what? Let's move on. Rico, you're up.
Hello, I'm Rico, and I like to party.
I like to party. I'm Rod.
No, you're Kevin.
Right. Kevin. I party.
No.
Hey everyone, Thordan Smash here, and I'm joined by Garrett and also our sub for Oxygen Esports Muffins, and we're here at ALGS Live, but also we're going to be talking about the trailers coming for Season 18 as they are finally ready to go. We're also going to go over a ton of other stuff. We're going to give out 45 bucks. All you got to do is like, comment, subscribe, but without further ado, let's get into today's topic.
So Season 18 is finally around the corner, and we're going to start getting a lot of trailers for it. In fact, a Reddit user gave us a pretty detailed and I will say accurate list of when we can expect our trailers. For instance, the first one is actually going to be a Stories from the Outland that releases on July 24th, which is less than 10 days away and 16 days before season launch. Now, of course, this should revolve around Revenant Reborn, but I will say that the Neon Network Collection event happens the day after that, and that is when we're going to progress the story of finding out what's going on with Loba and finding that Revenant skull that we've seen the early trailers from, / early gameplay of. So I wouldn't be surprised if the Stories from the Outland is either very vague or doesn't actually have anything to do with Revenant Reborn, which could totally be the case. Now, after that, we do have the launch trailer, which is going to be on July 27th, just 12 days before the season launch, and then gameplay trailer 8 days before the season launch. And I would say do keep an eye on that one, as anything that happens with the charge rifle, as the cooler charge rifle has been in the works, will be released at that time, so we can expect some pretty cool stuff there as well. Now, after that, we'll have the second set of trailers, which will be a character trailer for August 3rd, which will give us the full gameplay of Revenant Reborn and his abilities, so we can finally put to rest what his kit will actually be, although from everything everyone's been hearing, it is going to be the version that iLoot Games put out there. Now, after that, we'll have the Battle Pass trailer on August 7th, one day before the season launch, which should be fantastic, because from what AG420 found, it will contain new Battle Pass reworks that will allow you to use your red Apex tokens to actually level the system up. And then on August 8th, we'll actually have the season launch with the Revenant Reborn as our new legend, and the map change is unknown, but I have a feeling that we might not see anything right away, and instead we're going to continue to get more build up on Stormpoint, as the teasers did start launching yesterday about what you can expect for Stormpoint, with the storm growing closer to the map and the warnings going off. And if you've been watching the ALGS at all, you will have noticed when they play on Stormpoint the massive storm coming in. But speaking of ALGS, something that is also going to be really big for Apex Legends in Season 18 is the server issues. Now, when ALGS went live for the first day, there was one major issue. 3 games back-to-back were taken offline. Now, one source from an ALGS team was quoted in this article as saying, "The setup is a joke. It's not a LAN server. It's online. We all said this would happen as soon as we found out." And I can't confirm or deny that it was a DDoS attack. I don't know that much information. But even if it wasn't a DDoS attack, server issues have become a major issue in Apex Legends. In fact, just last week, we had a major server issue on July 7th when they went down for about 5 or 6 hours when they removed the control game mode, preventing players from being able to play. And this isn't exactly new, because you can go all the way back to March in Season 16, and you can see that players were complaining then that basically the game is completely unplayable because of how often it's being unstable or disconnecting people. This is devilly bad for those that tuned in early to watch the ALGS, for those that are fans of it, because if you're in North America, that meant you had to wake up at 5 a.m. only for it to be delayed for another hour and a half. And it's just kind of a shame when you see that EA has made over $5 billion in live service revenue in 2022, that's not even counting 2023, and Apex made over $2 billion. Yet we are somehow still stuck on servers that constantly go down, crash, or if you even play in the South African region or other places that don't have a direct server, you're playing on 200 ping, which isn't enjoyable for either party. Now, we do have some really great collection events coming in Season 18. We've got a brand new sequel to the anime event, which features epics for Octane, Caustic, and more. We've got another collection event called the Resharp collection event, featuring skins for Loba, Mad Maggie, Ballistic, and Catalyst. And then, of course, the Res Dope that features some for Ashe and Valkyrie. And while it's great they have all these collection events and content lined up for us, they do sell a ton of skins during these events and make a lot of money. It'd be really nice if some of that money went back into actually figuring out how to make the game playable and stable for those that are actually paying for this. You can even look at things where EA allegedly shut down skin revenue sharing with ALGS teams after top tier teams demanded a 50% share. Instead, EA was only willing to give them 60K. And some of the skins looked absolutely fantastic. You have the Watson Crazy Raccoon, the Horizon skin, the Fuse, Gibby, Octane TSM would have been an absolute banger. And all these come from Hypermist, and they would have been great for the game and great for the player base and really been healthy for the ALGS pro scene. But for whatever reason, even after making all that money and not putting it into servers to make the game more stable, EA still won't do anything to really work on that. And overall, it's just kind of a shame. Luckily, we can kind of look forward to the fact that it does seem cross progression will be coming in Season 18, if not right away, very soon after, as there's been numerous things found in the files. Once again, it's not going to be account merging as it seems right now. It's going to be one of those things where you have one account that just carries over all. And so if you do have have 2 different accounts, you're gonna lose some of your cosmetics, which once again, even though EA is finally giving us what we want, it just seems kind of like one of those things where what they decide to implement is all about what they can do to make the most money and not giving players the best experience they can when they get into this game.
Let me know down below, guys, what do you think about the new season 18? Do you think it can actually revive the player base and make it more exciting and hyped? And don't forget to check out the second channel right here or here by my editor Novell. And until next time, Legends, keep slaying in the Outlands, and we'll see you out there.